for 1 whole year. I've been grinding in this arena grind zone to gear up, while also getting depressed in Sika and running laps around Stars End. You know how many timers I ran into in this grind zone that whole year? 0. Not a single Tamer in a year. Nobody played this class at this point. Tamer is officially an endangered species, which is bad because it means I'm making this video for no one. But I hope this video can convince you, despite the tiny AoE, the laborious hotkey setup, and 10 million button per hour you have to press just to run your combos, Tamer's performs relatively okay. Yeah, the more I talk about this, the more I understand why nobody played this class. But bear with me, at least in real life, your hand will look like this. And your posture look like this. Anyway, if you are going to grind procs, you want your AP as close to this number as you can get, or higher, and let's start with the setup. This is the Reforged Stone I recommend. If you can get the Addania Part 2 Reforged upgrade, it can make this grind slightly easier, but if you don't have it, it's not a problem since I also don't have it. These are the crystals that you need, and if somehow you have the upgraded version, you can just swap this crystal. This next one is optional. If your AP is already above the cap, you can swap the AP down crystal for BSR. These are the lightstone set you can choose from. Fissure Shadow is your best option, but if you are still below the AP cap, you can go with either All Out Attack or Twisted Lightstone. And these are the add-ons I recommend if you are still new to this class and to this spot. Notice that I put HP recovery on Beast Rampage. It helps you tank a lot better since Tamer has a very low DP. Once you get comfortable, or once your DP is high enough, you can switch to these add-ons instead. So this is the frog spot. But before we grind, let's get over the strategy that we will be using. Once you hit the tower, the first phase will start, and you need to clear 6 waves of frogs. During this phase, don't use your E-buff, we will need it for the second phase. At the bottom you will see 2 BSR icons. Hopefully they can make it clear when to save your BSR and when to use it for both AP and BSR crystal setup. Now we enter the second phase. And here is the time to use your E-buff. Your BSR might not ready yet, so once it's ready, use it as soon as possible. After you kill the knight, ignore the priest that spawn and move straight to the next knight. When trying to kill the knight, you also need to clear 1 wave of frogs. And here is where the grinds get dangerous. You need to pull everything to the middle and clear it at once. After that, 1 more frog wave will spawn before you continue to the next cycle. Use BSR before you start killing the knight, and this repeats 4 cycles. Luckily, Tamer E-buff works like a timer here, so you don't need to count which cycle you are on. The moment your E-buff is back up, you know that you are on the last cycle, the one where the boss will spawn. Sometimes the priest that spawn will follow you to the next knight, which is actually good because it prevents them from despawning. Just be careful, do not let them back attack you, since they can hit pretty hard. And here, if you are not running the BSR crystal, you need to save your BSR for the boss, so only use the E-buff to clear this last cycle. The boss spawn after you clear the frog wave once the last knight die. Now use BSR to kill the boss as fast as you can. Then you get 2-minute AFK phase before the whole thing start over again. Now we have the strategy, let's try it in the grind zone. Okay, is this spot empty? Yes, it is. Alright, let's grind here. So I won't be using the BSR crystal for this, since that setup is optional and the crystal can get pricey. Oh wait, I won't get a grind report if I grind out here, right? So... okay, change plan boys, we are grinding in morning. So this horse buff is our 1 hour timer. We need to get 5 bosses before it runs out. So what I like to do is spam low damage pillar skill first while waiting for the swarm to gather. Once they group up, I line up the back attack and go with my hard hitting skill. So the rotation is kinda messy. Now we are in the second phase. My BSR is actually full since it's regenerated while I was traveling to this spot. but for the sake of following the simulation, I won't use it early. So, but if yours is ready here though, you should absolutely use it right away. Oh, it's not a guide without a combo, right? So hopefully future me is not too lazy to put some combo on the screen somewhere, so you guys can follow along. There we go, 3 knights down, so now we move to the middle to pull all of the mobs. Also, if you don't feel like waiting for the mobs to gather, you can just straight into your combo and you will be fine. This is the first night of our second cycle. Use BSR here to kill it fast, and if your BSR is not ready yet, just keep running your combo. Eventually you will trigger it by accident with shift right click. That thing you just saw is that was a really annoying attack, so do not use Moonlight Strike here because the mobs don't have collision, so you will just fly straight past them. There, you see? So you need to keep your back attacks lined up by moving your mouse to the side. Yeah, okay, not gonna lie, live commentary is actually pretty hard for me. So I'm just gonna lock in and focus on the grind. I'll see you guys if something happen or I find something interesting to talk about. I noticed my E buff is ready, which means I'm on the last cycle. Since I'm not using the BSR crystal, I'll only use the E buff and save BSR for the boss. And there we go. That is the last night, and the boss will spawn after we clear this last wave. And now we use BSR so we can kill the boss quicker. Ooh, they were nice. Okay, so that was rough. I missed a lot of back attack there, but even so, we are still doing pretty well. As you can see, we still have 50 minutes of buff, so we are still on track. We just need to do this 4 more times. If you are lazy, you can just command your cat to hit the tower, and then you can just start grind again. Use BSR here to clear the wave faster. As long as you end up waiting a bit for the next spawn after clearing the wave, you are doing pretty good. You can also hold your DPS a bit here and wait for the knight to spawn, so you don't kill the wave too quickly. Oh yeah, one more thing I want to show you is Eco Pierce get a bad reputation. I mean, it's a bad skill, but you can actually use it for Soaring Accel, and it works pretty well. And yeah, you see that knight just melted there. Second boss down, we have 38 minutes, still on track, 3 more to go. And slime attack, nice. Oh, again. Oh yeah, this is a lucky boss. That attack gives us a tons of back attack windows. So this thing is just going to melt there. Yeah. Oh wow, the knight is just spamming this annoying attack. My friends like to call this Caesar attack. So yeah, keep in mind this can happen. The knight just keep chaining this annoying attack over and over again, and it will really hard to maintain the back attacks. And that is the last boss. We still have 2 minutes of force buff left, which is nice. We won't run out before the AFK phase ends. That is the end of our grind. As you can see, we still have more than 40-second buff left. You could squeeze in one more mob wave, I guess, but I'll just stop here. Let's see how much we get. Almost 4 bill, which is not bad at all. And let's look at the report. Yeah, that is pretty much the standard for Zephyros. And good luck to feature me editing this video. I also want to show you the alternate strat, just in case you cannot kill the first knight fast enough. If the second wave already on you and the knight is still alive, just stay there, clear the wave and the priest first, and then move on to the next knight. Once you clear the full mobs, the next knight cycle will spawn, and hopefully this time you can kill it fast enough. You can keep running this strat, but you may lose some trash loot, because on the last cycle, the boss spawned early and you might not have time to kill the knight, and all of the priests will despawn. But honestly, it's not a big deal since you are still getting 5 bosses per hour, and this strat is much easier, and it's all totally up to you. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry this video took forever to edit, but I had way too much fun making it, so I hope it wasn't too boring for you guys to watch. And of course, I hope you learned something from this video. This is one of the best grind spots before you move on to the Edania part 2 spot. so learning how to grind here efficiently will be useful. And huge thanks to Adolo for all of the amazing timer artwork I used in this video. He's an amazing succession timer, so if you are looking to learn succession, definitely check out his guide. And as always, thank you so much for watching.